Good morning, student. Today we will discuss about the mechanism of breathing. Mechanism of breathing. Okay, children. So, mechanism of breathing comes under two subheads. First is known as the inhalation. Simple word, inhalation. In your NCERT book, inspiration written, and exhalation means expiration. Okay, inhalation and exhalation. They are the 2 points under which we can understand what is the mechanism of breathing. Okay, just recall all the things which we had discussed yesterday. What are the different steps of respiration? The first step is lungs में ऑक्सीजन का आना. Okay, then this oxygen is passed the ultimate area of lung in our alveoli. In alveoli oxygen is rich, so it means diffusion process will take place, and from our lungs oxygen is diffused out towards the blood capillaries. Now oxygen present in our blood, and from the blood it is transported to the target area जहाँ ऑक्सीजन की ज़रूरत है, means in our tissues. Okay, and from these tissues are made up of same kind of cells, so ultimately oxygen is diffused towards our cells. Okay, and inside cell what is present? Carbon dioxide. So in same pathway carbon dioxide is exhaled out from our body. This is the simple mechanism or process of respiration, and these are the several steps. Okay, so this is the general way by which we can understand the process of respiration, but deeply we have to understand all these steps. So first step is inhalation, and that pic is on your screen. Firstly we will discuss this step. Okay, children. So what is the main area by which that breathing mechanism takes place? There are the two muscles, children. Okay, two muscles which are very important for this process. Two muscles. First is of our diaphragm. Okay, diaphragm, you know very well. Our body cavity, yesterday also I have told you. Suppose it's our body. Inside our body coelom is present, and coelom is a cavity which is present in our body, and in coelom two cavities are there. One upper one cavity is known as the thoracic cavity, and down one is known as the abdominal cavity. इन दोनों कैविटी को डिवाइड करने वाला एरिया एक स्ट्रॉन्ग मसल्स होती है, दैट इज नोन एज द डायफ्राम. ओके, सो डायफ्राम इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, चिल्ड्रन. सेकेंड थिंग, you can see here, this is the diaphragm and it is dome shaped. Okay children, this is dome shaped. ऐसा shape होता है इसका. Okay, and in dome shaped you can see here also muscles are present, and here also muscles are present like this is a dome shaped. You can imagine it कि ये बेटा यहाँ से ऐसे करके पूरा जुड़ा हुआ है लंग से, साइड से भी. You can 3D way you can understand it. Okay, suppose this is the structure of in this way. Okay, diaphragm. So पूरा attach है with the help of muscles. Okay, with the lungs. So this is the 3D structure by which you can understand it. So these two muscles are very important. First is of diaphragm, as I told you, and second one is diaphragm से जो lung से attached रहता है, this muscles. Okay, it attached with our rib case also. How many rib pair are present in our this area? So 12 pairs of ribs are present. Okay, 12 pairs of ribs, and 11 are in 11 external intercostal muscles are present. So don't be panic, I will tell you what are these muscles. Okay, so these muscles which are attached with this diaphragm, these muscles are known as the radial muscles. Okay children, ये muscles बहुत काम के, please learn it. Radial muscles, and another name I can use for them, phrenic muscles. Okay, these muscles are attached with diaphragm. Or second muscle, as I told you, intercostal muscles. Intercostal muscles which is present, external intercostal muscles, they both muscles are very important for the process of breathing. Okay, simply you can understand it. Just compare two pics. This is related with inhalation जब ऑक्सीजन अंदर आती है, and you can compare it. So can you see in both the pic that one is contracted and one is shrinked one. Okay, when you breathe in, just imagine it by your own self. When you breathe in, that time what happen? Contraction of phrenic muscles and diaphragm gets flat. As I told you, it is डोम शेप्ड. ओके, जब बेटा इसमें ऑक्सीजन आएगी तो कुछ प्रेशर ऑक्सीजन यहाँ पर भी जनरेट करेगी, सो इट गेट्स टू बी फ्लैट. देन ओनली द स्पेस विल मोर. जब ऑक्सीजन अंदर आएगी तो ऑक्सीजन इसमें भर जाएगी. अब ये जो डोम शेप है वो कैसा हो जाएगा? फ्लैट हो जाएगा. Okay, so two muscles are working in this process. First I told you which muscle? Phrenic muscle, and second is of intercostal, external intercostal muscles. Okay, these two muscles are very important, children. External and internal intercostal muscles are present in between the ribs. ओके, एंड हेल्पफुल इन टू मेक ग्रेडियंट. ग्रेडियंट आप अच्छे से जानते हो, बिकॉज इन प्रीवियस क्लासेस ऑल्सो वी हैड डिस्कस्ड. ऑलवेज मूवमेंट ऑफ पार्टिकल टेक्स प्लेस फ्रॉम हाइयर ग्रेडियंट टू लोअर ग्रेडियंट. जहाँ हाइयर कंसनट्रेशन लोअर कंसनट्रेशन बनता है उसी को हम बोलते हैं ग्रेडियंट. ओके, सो दीज मसल्स आर वेरी हेल्पफुल इन दिस प्रोसेस. ओके, सो अब इनहेलेशन हो रहा है, ऑक्सीजन अंदर आ गई. सो व्हाट आर द इफेक्ट ऑफ इट? फर्स्ट थिंग, if volume if inhalation takes place, ऑक्सीजन अंदर आई तो अंदर क्या होगा? वॉल्यूम ऑफ thoracic cavity increase. Yes, is it true? if volume increase, कहीं पर वॉल्यूम अगर बढ़ जाता है, so what happen? प्रेशर डिक्रीज. इज इट ट्रू चिल्ड्रन? यहाँ वॉल्यूम बढ़ गया, ऑक्सीजन अंदर भर गई, तो प्रेशर क्या हो जाएगा? डिक्रीज हो जाएगा. यू कैन इमेजिन दैट इट डिक्रीज्ड -2 to -6 mm, मरकरी में नापते हैं, एज कंपेयर टू एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर. एटमॉस्फेयर में जितना प्रेशर है उससे अंदर का प्रेशर क्या है? माइनस है. तो बेटा व्हाट विल हैपन? एटमॉस्फेयर से ऑक्सीजन कहाँ आ जाती है? बॉडी के अंदर. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? सो एटमॉस्फेयर में ऑक्सीजन है, प्रेशर बाहर ज़्यादा है, अंदर कम है, तो बाहर से ऑक्सीजन हमेशा बॉडी के अंदर आएगा. ओके, सो व्हेन ऑक्सीजन एंटर्ड इनसाइड ऑफ द बॉडी, इन अंदर क्या होगा? वॉल्यूम ऑफ लंग इंक्रीज. तभी जब आप सांस लेते हो तो आपकी रिब ऊपर को आती है, बॉडी फूलती है. ओके, इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज्ड. Okay children, this is the one step, means inhalation process is going on. Okay, what is the negative pressure? तो यहाँ पर क्या टर्म मैंने यूज़ करा? माइनस. इट मीन्स अभी इनहेलेशन के प्रोसेस में क्या होता है? माइनस प्रेशर होता है लंग्स में. ओके, नेगेटिव प्रेशर होता है. ओके, नाउ दिस इज नोन एज द वेंटिलेटिंग लंग प्रेशर. ओके, एंड वन मोर टर्म वी कैन यूज इट एज अ पल्मोन्स. Okay children, this is about the inhalation process. Clear? Now the next one step is here about exhalation. How air expelled from lungs. You can see, if oxygen pushed out from the body, carbon dioxide pushed out of the body, that time diaphragm, can you see, it again comes in a same shape, it's of dome shaped. Okay, and these muscles are also working, means internal, what I said, internal, which muscles are present? Internal intercostal muscles. Okay, they both work together, and that time carbon dioxide pushed out. So what are the effect happen in thoracic cavity? And the thoracic cavity, बेटा लंग तो बिल्कुल फिट है ना हमारी बॉडी में, thoracic cavity में. Okay, so what effect will generate this process? वॉल्यूम ऑफ thoracic कैविटी डिक्रीज. देखो बेटा सब सिकुड़ रहा है तो वॉल्यूम क्या हो गया? कम हो गया. सो वॉल्यूम ऑफ thoracic कैविटी डिक्रीज. ओके, इफ वॉल्यूम डिक्रीज, प्रेशर इंक्रीज. इज इट ट्रू चिल्ड्रन? सो प्रेशर इंक्रीज, और प्रेशर जब बढ़ता है बेटा तो वो कहाँ को पुश करता है? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को बाहर की ओर को. ओके, एज कंपैरेटिव टू एटमॉस्फेयर, अभी क्या है यहाँ? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ज़्यादा है, सो प्लस प्रेशर हो गया. ओके, पॉजिटिव प्रेशर इन लंग्स. The pressure inside the lung is positive in comparison to the atmospheric pressure at the time of at the time of exhalation. Okay, आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? सो इसकी वजह से क्या हो जाता है कि यहाँ से फिर सारा का सारा जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है वो बॉडी से बाहर निकल जाता है. ओके, मेन थिंग यू हैव टू लर्न इन केस ऑफ इनहेलेशन, जब ऑक्सीजन अंदर आता है, वॉल्यूम ऑफ थोरैकिक कैविटी increase. When exhalation process takes place, that time volume of thoracic cavity decrease. Okay children, I hope both the processes are clear. Okay, in inhalation also everything is clear, in exhalation process everything is clear. Okay, in our next video we will read about the respiratory volume and capacities, means what is the tidal volume, inspiratory reserve volume, expiratory reserve volume, everything we will discuss in this. Okay, in next video. Thank you children.